Welcome everyone. I'm Mr. Whalen. I'm the media arts teacher for television production this year. My co-teacher, Mr. Delante Smith, should be along shortly, I'm hoping. And I can see that pretty much everybody in here is a student of mine, either in AP Human Geography or in my film class. So welcome and thank you for joining me today for this award ceremony. So what we're going to do today is announce each recognition. We're going to play the submission so you can see and celebrate it. And then we will invite any reactions from winners who are present after the submission has been played. So the first category is Clippers Choice Awards. So the Clipper Choice Awards were selected via Google form. It was sent out to everybody in the school, and they were allowed to vote one time for the following categories: special effects, sound design, screenwriting, cinematography, individual performance, and cast performance. All right. Let's see, we need a little more music for our first award. All right, so our first award goes to Stop the Spread. It won the Clippers Choice Award for individual performance, and we're going to check it out now.
Stop the Spread by David Frank. The COVID outbreak has taken the world by surprise. Due to COVID not being taken seriously, the virus has only continued to spread more. Refusal to stay home or wear a mask, or disregarding quarantine and social distancing has played a huge role in the spread. The number of cases has multiplied, even tripled, and continues to every day. The number of deaths increases just as much. Due to the severity, schools have closed and now teach virtually. Virtual learning has unmotivated many kids and limited their freedom. Many families have had to bury their loved ones. Thankfully, COVID may become old news soon. A new vaccine is slowly becoming released to the public. With the help of social distancing and the vaccine, the spread may be nullified.
All right, so that submission was from David Frank. David's not here right now, so we're gonna go on ahead and announce the next winner. Let's give them their fanfare. I don't have the rights to any of this music.
Stop.
All right, our next winners for New Year's resolution. This won the Clippers Choice Award for screenwriting and for best cast performance. And it was created by Kenisha Brown, Krystal Bryant, Emily Baca Cruz, Elijah Henry, Harry Gotis, and Leonard McFerson. Let's check it out.
Family, I'm Elijah Henry.
And I'm Kenisha Brown.
And Kenisha, what's today's date?
It's January 22nd, 2021.
Oh, it's 2021. Thank God 2020 is over, man.
Yes, that gives us a whole new year to start on the right foot.
So, Kenisha, what do you have planned for the new year?
My plans for the new year are to finish out school strong with a 4.0 and get into my dream college. How about you, Elijah?
My resolution is to just bring my grades up and get some money.
That sounds good. I wonder what some of our fellow Clippers resolutions are.
That's a great question. And that's why we asked some of our peers to send in videos with their New Year's resolutions.
My 2021 resolutions include improving my art, exercising daily, and learning a new instrument, preferably the guitar or the keyboard.
R2. My 2021 New Year's resolutions are to learn a new instrument and also maybe take a break from social media and find a new hobby and also work on being productive.
My New Year's resolution is to be a better person.
My New Year's resolution is to be more open to other people.
My New Year's resolution is to stop procrastinating. It's something that's held me back for a long time. And I know if I stop doing it, I'll be able to go further places in life.
To get a job. My New Year's resolution is to stop procrastinating.
My New Year's resolution is to stop worrying so much about everything and to show more appreciation towards my friends and family.
So coming into 2021, I have 4 New Year's resolutions that I want to accomplish this year. So with the first one, I want to apply for a job. That way I can build a savings account for when I go to college. The second one is to start figuring out what I want to study in college because I haven't yet. That way I can find out which colleges will provide the best opportunities for me and to also find what scholarships I want to apply for. The third one is to build my resume, not only to look good for the jobs that I apply for, but also for colleges. And the fourth New Year's resolution is to just finish out the 10th grade the best that I can.
My New Year's resolution was to be physically, mentally, and spiritually balanced within my life.
My New Year's resolution is probably like find myself spiritually and finish school and get on with life, you know, and really start, you know, my path to success.
My New Year's resolution is to get back into sports, eat healthier, work out more, build a better bond with my family, be nicer to people, and learn how to text back, because I don't text people back. Okay.
Hi, so one of my New Year's resolution is to focus on myself.
My New Year's resolution is to get more money for the colleges that I'm attending and to be more active in my community.
Resolution is to eat better.
Everyone, now that we have heard what some of our fellow peers have planned for the New Year's, it's time for you to start thinking about how you can better your life.
All right, that takes us back to the beginning. I'm going to stop my share just for a second to see if we have any reactions. Anyone want to say anything? Who helped produce it?
I'll say something.
Go on.
Okay, thank you for the award. I'd like to thank my group members, you know, for helping me put the video together. My partner in crime, Elijah. And yeah, thanks.
Quite welcome. All right. Let's see. Going back to the screen share here. Lovely. All right. So now a little intro music for the next recognition. Beautiful. All right. So the next film won the Clippers' Choice Award for special effects, sound design, and cinematography. And it was created by Nivia, Timlick, and Eden Thompson. And we're going to check it out right now. Hope you enjoy it. All right, every time I see that, I find something different. So, Nivia or Eden, is there anything that you would like to say?
I would just like to say thank you so much for voting for us, y'all. And it took a little bit of time for us to do that, and we're really happy that it was rewarding in the end.
Thank you.
All right, excellent. Going back to my screen share here. Ooh. Oh. All right, so now we are in the part of the ceremony where we recognize Best in Fest. So these ones were evaluated by teams of judges. There's about 3 evaluations per entry. And based on the ratings and some of the qualifications for the Prince George's County Film Festival, we placed a winner in each of 4 categories, which include Best Anime, Best Broadcast, Best Documentary, and Best Under a Minute. Now, it might not surprise you to know that some of the entries that won in this category we just saw in Clipper's Choice Award because they were really good. So what we're going to do is watch the ones that we haven't seen. And then if anybody who's present who created it, they'll have a moment to do a reaction. And then we're going to give you some of the comments from the judges. All right, so our Best in Fest for animation is Just Put It Out. We just watched that one. So we'll give the winners a moment to react. Do you want to say anything for this recognition?
Thank you again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So this is what the judges said. Very creative and engaging. One commented at the 30-second mark, I recommend the revision of the phrase killing hundreds of small or injured animals. The yellow color is too light and difficult to see. So they encourage you to rework that a little bit for the visibility. But other than that, it scored very highly, and we can see that a lot of hard work went into it. So congratulations. This one has been nominated for the Prince George's County Film Festival. So we are going to give you a little extra support to make sure that it fits all the criteria for that submission entry. And thank you very much for your hard work. Oh yeah, there's the feedback slide. There you go. I was supposed to be visualizing this while I was talking to you about what the judges said. And now we're going to play some more music. All right, the winner for Best in Fest for Broadcast was New Year's Resolution. What do you say? Any reacts?
Woo woo, I'm so happy. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, the first thing that I noticed when I saw this land in the contest entry is that it had students from other schools. I was very impressed by that. I think that that might give it a little bit wider appeal. And of course, it's been nominated to go on to the Prince George's County Film Festival. So Mr. Smith and I will be giving you some added support to make sure that it's all compliant with those contest rules. Our next winner for Best in Fest is one that we haven't seen yet. It's called One Beautiful World. Let's take a look.
The word environment can be defined as the natural world around us, as a whole or in a particular geographical area, especially as affected by humans. Population growth can be defined as the increase in the number of people living in a particular area. We can walk outside and see the effects of population growth in the environment. Whether or not the environment is in good condition might enable us to determine the extent of the damage. And global warming, deforestation, and decreasing biodiversity are just some of the specific environmental concerns.
The population of humanity is exploding, and while the rate at which it's growing is slowing down, that is not enough for the environmental impact it may have.
Now is the time to be observant and mindful of the environmental issues that our ecosystems are going through to preserve life and biodiversity of the natural environment.
Okay, One Beautiful World, which won Best in Fest for Documentary, was created by Wilbert Rivera, Psycho Diallo, Omalala Oke, and Zora Shakur. If any of them are present and would like to comment, now is the time.
I'm present as the real Sekou. You probably, I don't know if you've been following along, but, but anyway, yeah. I'd like to just thank my partners, especially Wilbur. He did like all of the editing, and I think that's the main reason he won. Like the visuals are really good. So Wilbur's here too. I'd like to thank him for that.
Wilbur.
Yeah, I would like to thank the Grammys, the Beta Awards. Thank you, everyone. And yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I noticed that you joined about 3 times there, Sekou, so I was following along.
See, look, there's, yeah, I was inviting other people to come, and I accidentally sent, I guess, my personal link. So when they joined, they took my ID. So now there are 3 Sekus.
Now I understand. Okay, well, I'm glad that you have an audience. That's an important part of being a visual artist here. All right, so I think, the feedback. All right, hold on a second. I think that I had provided your feedback for the last group. So yours said no credits or acknowledgement were provided. Do you have
no facts were stated?
Okay, so no characters or props were in there. The video, I think that's it's based on the rubric. The ones that you made for geography are really geared more towards the world of 7 billion than the requirements that are part of this rubric, but that's fine because it's going to do great in that contest. Videography and audio quality were great, but the video provided only general statements about the environment with no real information. So I guess maybe that particular judge was looking for a little bit more stats, facts, and figures, but certainly to motivate people, and the visuals were amazing. Congratulations and good job. All right. One more category. All right, so the winner for Best in Fest for under a minute was the video Mistreatment of Indigenous People. Let's watch.
The land Indigenous people live on is connected to their cultural, spiritual, and religious lives. It is a biodiverse and resource-rich land that has many profitable possibilities. Indigenous people have rights to more than half the planet's lands and forests. Unfortunately, governments only concede 18% of their land worldwide. Governments and corporations take advantage of this by forcing tribes off their land, destroying sacred sites, and more for the natural resources and space for industrial expansion. These people help these people protect their land and their rights by petitioning the government for a law that prohibits the use of indigenous lands by anyone other than indigenous people. It will go a long way in restoring the dignity of the ones on these lands before us.
All right, so I don't have a feedback slide there, my bad. So the feedback that the judges provided for this one was that, hold on a second, where'd it go? Oh, great job, extremely credible and believable. Opening with the Dreamcatcher was very smart. Set the optimistic tone for the film. Music carried optimism about the subject matter and correlated well with the visuals on the screen. Selected shots did a great job of showing people in communities as opposed to individuals. Credits could have been more visible. And the sourcing at the end was a little tiny, so that could be blown up. All right, so this sort of wraps up everything here. We've covered all of our categories, all of the Clippers' Choice Awards. I'm really proud of all the work that you've done, and I thank you so much for coming out today. Thank you.
Really good job, everyone.